So it was yesterday that we got an email from a P1 listener who said that he and his girlfriend were in the throes of passion.
Right on.
And she was staring up at the ceiling, and she said, "You really need to clean your ceilings. There's a cobweb in the corner." And it killed his mood.
Yeah.
And he realized he was so boring a lover that she was looking at the ceiling and going through a list in her mind of chores that he should do to the ceiling instead of being part of.
Instead of trying to make her the center of attention and spice it up, he lost where he was going.
Well, he did. He said it was offensive to him. You know, he was
It should be.
Yeah, it's like she's staring up at the ceiling like, let's get this over with. And, oh, my God, you've got a cobweb in the corner.
We need new crown molding. Where cobwebs come from? Are they really spiders?
You know, I don't think so, and not always.
I get them.
I do, too. I get them outside. I can't.
Inside and outside.
I do, too.
In the corners or above, like above the windows where the curtains are sometimes, it balances.
I don't think it's spiders. I think it's like things just collect sometimes. And
really? I thought there was something.
Well, now, there's a difference between, to me, a spider web.
Agreed.
And a cobweb.
Me too, but how does a cobweb come about? I just don't get it.
Well, this man and woman discussed it while they were in the throes of passion. And said, what are cobwebs? He's really getting it. You know, he's trying to get there.
I don't know where cobwebs come from. Roll over.
Yeah. That's what he needed to say right there.
That's right.
Why don't we change?
I'm not done yet. You might be, but there's two of us here.
Apparently she was, and she was just like, well, whatever, let's get this done.
Well, here, take a look at this wall for a little while.
So, yeah.
Need some paint over there?
Yeah. What do you think of the headboard? Turn around.
How's that look? Want to go furniture shopping, sugar?
Look at the way Dave handles this.
Yeah.
Huh?
How does this look upside down?
I'll tell you, I used to have a guy who was older than me talking all this stuff before I had even experienced the throes of passion. And he would tell over Henry James Barbecue.
Got you going, didn't he?
Oh man.
God, all the time.
You believed it all, too.
All the time. And he was like, some of them, he's like, I got this one woman.
Some of them.
Do this, do that. And then, you know, some he was like, she was terrible in bed. You know, he would like sleep with the customers. He's like, she was terrible in bed. And he would say this stuff, you know.
Well, he was like 20, wasn't he?
He was. 22.
What did he know?
Yeah. Well, exactly. When he was 20, he dated a 24-year-old. He said that was the best he ever had. And of course, I was like 15 going, you know, I was just
hanging on every word.
Every single word. Other guys in the high school, they were telling me that stuff too. You know, I always was a good audience.
Yeah, Chris Demm always says you're the best audience.
Yep, you are.
Because you just believe every part of it.
I did. All the time believe that stuff. Well, anyway, yesterday we talked about this poor guy who...
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I did too. Now, a P1 listener says, please, 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 whatever you do, don't mention my name on the air. I heard about the guy who was making love and his girlfriend was looking at the ceiling. My girlfriend and I were in, I'll just call it, an intimate, passionate moment. She had finished and I had not. In the heat of the moment and close to finishing, she looked me in the eye and said, come on, buddy, you can do it.
Oof.
That's sick. It's not what you want to hear in that moment, believe it or not.
He said that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. He said, I couldn't even do anything.
No,
Come on, champ.
I was done.
Yeah, that's the little train that could story.
Yeah. Get it, Tiger.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Meet me up here.
Sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Oh, it's awful.
That is awful. Although sometimes I like to go into the talking and stuff, but
That's fine, but
yeah,
you know, don't
that one's no good.
Regress back to
that one's no good. You know, like a little baby talk. Sometimes a little baby talk.
Beg your pardon. Baby talk.
I like your ear. I like your little titty woo. You know, stuff like that.
no.
I do that to Biggie.
I don't think baby talk can be real sexy.
I like your titty weenies.
I want to put my mouthy mouth on your nippy nips.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Oh, God, no.
I do that sometimes. You know, just every once in a while, just spice it up. You know, just to spice things.
No, you want a sultry voice. You know, a bit of a whisper and right in your ear, and you're saying this sweet nothing.
As you know, I'm not good enough for voiceover, so my voice just doesn't have it.
There's something for everybody on YouTube, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Maybe go find your audience there.
A controversy here from a Starbucks. There is a debate going on. Apparently, a barista told a story on her TikTok of a customer that tipped him $2, but then asked for the money back, tipped the $2, and then for whatever reason said, "I don't want. I'm not going to give you this tip."
Yeah.
We have the tip in question.
We're both standing there, and in my head, I'm just thinking, it's $2, dude. It's not that serious. Like, I get, we all have different budgets, but it's also like, it was never that serious.
That's Joaquin de la Torre explaining the encounter on his video, and he said, "I'm not giving this back to you. You've already given it to me. You can't ask for it back." Is it right to ask for a tip back?
Well, I told you. I had something just the other week happen in Starbucks I've never had, and that's where they basically asked for a tip.
Oh.
They spun the card thing around and said it's going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as she saw I already had $1 in my hand, she said, "Never mind."
Oh, yeah.
And she spun it back around and hit no.
Yeah.
But I'd never been asked for a tip at Starbucks before.
Right.
So I don't know if this is going to start happening where people are like, you feel that pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if this guy's going, my drink costs $4,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you just got even a plain coffee costs $3,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm tipping you $2.
Yeah.
I we'll see.
Well,
I always tip something at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Why?
I've always just felt the need to tip there.
Do you tip at a burrito place?
No, because it's not out there. That's just it. It's out there at Starbucks.
They put the jar out.
Mm-hmm.
I never I went to Qdoba. They used to have a jar out there.
They all have jars.
If I saw it, I'd probably put something in it if I had cash.
I never do. I don't think those employees. I don't think they get tips in my mind. I mean, they're making your food for now. Waitresses and waiters, of course. I think that's the whole thing. Pizza delivery drivers.
Well, a lot of these industries did get, the quick serve places. A lot of these workers did get big raises recently, I think. They're up now to keep people, and you've mentioned it, Biggie. You know the industry, $11, $12, $13 an hour now. I mean, tipping on top of that. I mean, that's a little more expensive. I think the workers can use it for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
No.
Some places you put it in there and they go, woo, and they ring a bell.
Well, they do that.
I kind of like that.
Do you like to get the woo out of them?
Yeah, I like the woo.
Starbucks has always had the availability to tip. I've just never been asked to tip there.
It's rude to ask.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
If you flip the little screen over and it says, "Do you want a tip?" That's one thing, but don't ask, "Do you want to put a tip on there?"
But this, to me, is a step. He gave $2.
He took it back
and said,
I
"Can I
took it
have
back.
it
That's
back?"
different.
I don't think you can do that. Once you give
No.
something, you don't take it back.
That's right.
That's it. Although, now, let's say you're at a dinner and you leave 2 tens on the table. Let's say the dinner doesn't, it's $20 dinner, and you say, "I'm going to be generous and leave 2 tens on the table." Then you walk out to the car and you're like, "No, I think better of it." You go back, you take 1 10 back. That's all right, right? I mean, if it's still, let's say it's still a 20% tip.
Yeah, I guess that's all right.
That's all right, but to put it in somebody's hand and then say, "I want it back," it's a little bit much to me. I think you're going too far. Plus, it was $2. I mean, it's only $2.
Yeah, I'd be interested why he felt the need to do that.
Maybe the service wasn't that good. Maybe he hadn't. I don't know. That's a good
hard to
question.
say why
Maybe it took forever, and he's like, "All right, give me my tip back."
I think some people, maybe older people, might be a little confused too, if they like when they spin the thing around now.
Mm-hmm.
And I do see that more. It's like, or you doing a drive. Maybe not carry out, but you drive up. They bring it to your car. Do you tip them there? Because that you have to fill out a whole tip area.
I never did that either.
No.
Did I? When I used to go to Outback Steakhouse, they'd bring it out to the car.
Yeah.
And I think I did tip. Not as much as if you were inside.
Not as much, but something, yeah.
Did you pay when they brought you the food there, or did you pay online?
I paid there. So when I filled out the receipt, you just add it to it.
That's something to add it. But
Online
now
is
you can order it and then go pick it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I've done that, but I had the tip on the thing.
Sean, you're talking about giving a tip and then taking it back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I run a small business, and a guy left me a $75 tip on a pretty large bill. And then the next day, he called me and was like, "Hey, I've got this weird $75 addition on my debit card."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah, you left a $75 tip." And he was like, "No, I didn't."
Oh, really?
And I was like, "Yeah, you did."
Yeah.
So he was like, "Well, I'd like to," he's like, "Well, I need to get a refund on that." And I was like, "Okay." And I kind of laughed about it.
Yeah. But you did give him the $75 back.
Yeah, the very next day, he actually disputed it on his credit card, and I got a dispute application from his credit card company.
Right. But that's on him.
Yeah, I wonder why he did that.
Yeah,
And
you got to write down $75.
Yeah, did he say anything on why, or did he just pretend he didn't do it?
He pretended he didn't do it because I have the thing on my phone where you write the signature.
Yeah.
And you pick 10, 20, or 25%.
Yeah.
So he picked one of the percentages and signed his name and then acted like he just didn't do it.
Okay. I see that.
They'll pick the percentage.
Right. I've seen that many, many times. All right. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it.
That's why I don't think sometimes some people understand.
They don't get it.
They don't understand that if you hit that's actually a tip.
That's putting more on there, yeah. But it's pretty plain. I mean, it's like, do you want a tip?
Yeah.
10%, 20%, 15%, whatever.
Well, that guy might have hit 20 thinking it was a $20 tip, and
but it sounded like he didn't think. He's like, I've got but he didn't, because he said, I got a weird $75 charge on my my bill. There's a DoorDash driver who was telling his story, posted a video that he was paid. He apparently delivered a $13 order from Jack in the Box and was tipped with real gold. I mean, actual gold.
From a 49er?
Yes. He delivered to a 49er. George Kittle tipped him with actual gold.
It's gold country.
But, yeah, they have the exchange here.
I pull up to the house, and then the dude comes out, and I'm just like, here's your food, right? And he's like, hold up, I got something for you. He starts reaching in his pocket. He pulls out this little, like, card-looking thing, and I'm confused. I'm like, what's this? And he's like, it's gold. I was freaking out, bro. It was like Charlie and Chocolate Factory running to my car. You know how he's running in the movie? That's how I was running in my car. Like, just excitement, bro. It's a 1/3 gram of gold, bro. It's worth $40, but that's like a $40 tip. So this is a W customer, in my opinion.
It's $40. It's a W customer. Winner, I assume.
Yeah.
$40 in gold. It's 1/3 of an ounce of gold, I guess. And so he said...
What's exchange rate on that?
He
For
liked
just
it.
$40. Where do you take it? A pawn shop?
He said he liked it. I don't know. I don't know how you get money out of that.
That's not fun.
He was excited about it, though, wasn't he?
I had an interesting thing happen to me this weekend with tipping. I ordered a pizza, and for some reason, I did it on the app, and they didn't ask me to tip. And usually I'm good at tipping pizza delivery drivers. And so the dude showed up with the pizza, and he asked me, he goes, so did you want to leave a tip on the card? And I was kind of mad that he asked, but then again, I'm like, I kind of respect it too. Like, I would have tipped you, but, it kind of went above and beyond to ask, though.
So you were going to tip him anyway?
No, I thought I did. I completely forgot about it.
Oh, you thought you did?
Yeah, and then he brought it back up. So I went and got him a $5 with some cash and then gave it to him there. I'm like, was that right of him to ask about it, though?
Biggie says no.
Biggie don't like it.
I still don't like. I did that world. I delivered pizza. Still working at some. I don't like the ask for a tip.
Yeah, it's a
I don't
bad
either.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, some people just don't tip. That's just part of life.
But that's unfortunate because it should have asked you on the app
Yeah.
or whatever to tip. Usually it does.
It was such a quick process. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
The
other day I sent some cookies as an apology to a group that I had offended. We're not
Won't be the last time.
Don't dive back into it. Let's don't dive back into it.
They've left town now.
They're gone. But I
scampered to a new city.
I sent the cast of cats a dozen cookies and said, you enjoy these, okay? I didn't mean to offend by saying I didn't like the program. In fact, I'm the wrong one here. That show was great. A lot of people have been saying you were so wrong about cats. Anyhow, I sent him a saucer of milk and a bunch of cookies.
And cookies.
Yeah.
Give a cat a cookie.
Yeah.
He's going to ask for a glass of milk.
That's right. But anyway, I did, and it was I very, very rarely do DoorDash. I think it was the second time I've ever done it. But when I did, it was the first time because it was free to deliver.
Okay.
And
You remembered that.
It did. It said first one's free. Well, okay, beautiful. But then it said, you want to tip $6? It was already $6 tip.
Yeah.
It's right there, and it's like,
They make it easy.
yeah, they make it very easy to tip. That's right. Not to get out. You have to really not want to tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I don't tip, this guy's going to spit on these cats' cookies, and that'll be the worst possible.
Well, when
thing
they
to
turn
do.
the little screens around at the pickup places, I mean,
Yeah.
they turn them around. It's already got figured out for you, the percentage and the amount, so you don't have to do any math.
You've got to press like a couple of buttons to get out of it to stop tipping.
Yep.
It's true. I mean, I really don't blame them, but
Yeah.
The tip button's always bigger, and it's like no tip.
Yeah.
It's the little button you got to find at the bottom.
Yeah.
What the hell's the no tip thing?
yeah,
at?
they know.
What is it, underneath it?
They know what you're doing. You're exactly right. You know my friend the Diesel and the problems he's had.
Oh
with
Lord
that.
Jesus!
Oh Lord.
He's got another one now. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
just to catch you up, he's very, very. The first time this happened, he was sitting at home watching football, and they had a Buffalo Wild Wings Wingstop, a Wingstop commercial on TV, and he literally says, "I'm going to get up and go get some wings.
Commercial worked on him.
The commercial absolutely worked. It's a chicken sandwich with the wing sauce on it. He said, that looks great. I'm going to get that and fries. So he goes to the Wingstop. He goes in, he orders it, and the woman says, did you order online? And he said, no. And she said, well, you have to order through our app in order to get this. And he said, I'm standing here giving you my order. You have a cash register in front of you. I have a credit card. I'm going to pay you. She said, I'm sorry. You have to order it on our app.
Step outside.
He said, I'm not going to do that. And it went back and forth. And finally he goes, you're turning down $20 here. And she said, yes, I am.
right.
That's right. You have to order. So he turns and leaves and goes to McDonald's. All right. So then a week later, he's buying some things in Staples, all right, for his office. And it's my friend the Diesel now. And he sees he needs paper towels for his home, and they have paper towels like regularly $24.99, $18.99, a big bunch of them right there at the front. All right, I'll take them. So
Bargain.
she rings it up. It's $24.99. He says, sign says $18.99. She says, you have to order it through our app.
Just do it for pickup.
He said, I'm standing here right here. There's a sign 3 feet from me. It says $18.99 now in special. She says, it's an app. It's an app order only for pickup. He says, all right, I'm putting the paper towels back. Take them off. So they take them off the bill. Now, recently he told me this. His mother needed some medication. Okay. He and his brother, they take care of her. She needed some medication. He had her Medicare card to go to pick it up at a pharmacy. So he goes, and the pharmacist says, now you can't, we don't have it yet. It's a special mixture. The pharmacist is not here. It's like an all-night pharmacy. She's not here yet. And he said, okay, well, I want to order it, and then my brother will pick it up tomorrow. And she says, okay. Now, he has her Medicaid card. So he says, can I go ahead and pay for this so my brother won't have to worry about it tomorrow? I don't have to get him the card, and he can come by and just pick up it. She said, you can, but you have to do that through our app.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
His hand starts to shake.
She says, I can't charge you yet because we haven't mixed up the medicine yet. So you can pay for it ahead of time, but only through our app. He says, I'm not going to download a Walgreens app because I don't pick up I'm a CVS person. I'm not going to. My mother is Walgreens. I happen to have her card. She says, go outside, download our app, pay for it that way. Your brother can pick it up. He said, I won't do that.
Nope. Then get out of my line.
Start driving to your brother's.
Why don't you go over to CVS
Yeah, if they're
and
so
see
great.
if they care?
And he said he stood. Now, that's the Diesel for you.
Yeah.
And I do agree with him on all counts, but he doesn't give in. Now, I would have downloaded all these apps I'm never going to use again. You know,
That's okay.
That's what I would have done. I would have downloaded the Wingstop. I'd have a Wingstop app on my phone right now.
Yeah.
He says, I won't do that. I won't give him the satisfaction of it.
Next.
And Walgreens is dead to him.
Yeah.
He says, I'm done with that. I'm not going back to Walgreens. But he showed, he's like, here's the card. Put it in. No, app only. He refuses. He won't do it. He will not do it.
You can't be like that. You gotta open your mind and do it.
I don't know about this. I think he's right. I mean, especially at Wingstop.
I agree with that,
Especially at Wingstop. I mean,
Yeah,
come
they should
on.
have taken his
Come
order.
on.
Yeah.
You're there. You're ready to pay. They want you, of course, to have their app on your phone always, so that you go back and order again. You know, and I told him I've downloaded a lot of apps lately. I got these Mediterranean restaurants. They're all over my app. You think I was?
Opa!
You know, do you think that a month ago, could you imagine that I'd have a Peruvian chicken app on my on my phone?
I don't even know what you just said.
It's right there. Look at that.
He's got every Greek place in
right,
town.
right across.
What's that say? Athena's?
You like that one? There's Kava and Chopped, and there's the Peruvian chicken place, all hanging out. All these places I would never ever put on.
Buying big jugs of olive oil and
Diesel, that's just what you got to do.
Pitas.
I guess so. Yes, I've got an olive oil app on my phone now.
If you've got a grain bowl, he's got you.
I've got it there.
he's your grain boy.
Who would ever have thought? And yet there it is.